Liza DiMarco, I want to thank you so much for being on the Concierge Selling podcast. And one of the things that caught my attention was that you had this awesome YouTube video about concierge and it looked great. And I'm like, wow, let's go. Let's learn more about Lisa. And then I come to find out that you're new to Compass. So you've adjusted very quickly and very well. Now I know you've been in the business for a long time. And what's really cool about your story is you've lived in different areas throughout but finally settled down in Savannah, Georgia, where secretly I've always wanted to visit. You said you love it there.
And yeah, bounced around. I started in New York on Long Island. And then I visited friends in Savannah and I found a place to live within 24 hours and moved a month later into that place after I had secured it. And I've been here 9.5 years and it's been great. It's a great city for me. Being a New Yorker, it's giving me all the things, the activities. It's got a great vibe, just lively because we have Savannah College of Art and Design. We have and just tons of great restaurants, and we've got a fabulous art scene.
Wow.
We have the most spectacular Philharmonic. We have a jazz and blues community here, and every year in the fall, we have a whole week of jazz that's free. We sponsor the musicians coming in. We do have a music festival, a film festival, a book festival. So we have
Wow.
everything. It's great. And
That's
we're on the water. We're on the Savannah River. We have a nice breeze here through the summer, even though it is hot. And it's vibrant because not only do we have all the great students, but we have a lot of people coming in to visit.
So where were you before Compass?
I started out with a woman here. It was a boutique and she sold to Berkshire Hathaway and I didn't love it. In fact, it took me a long time to leave, 4 years too long. I just didn't want to do a lateral move. So when I
Right.
contacted Compass, I said, you're not here. I want you to be here. Can I just bring you in and be your satellite office? And they're like, oh, yeah, we can do that. And I'm like, okay.
You contacted Compass?
Mhm.
So wait, are you founding member of?
I don't know what you call it. My girlfriend tells me I am, but I guess because I'm the only one here. So I don't know.
Is that right? Oh,
Mm.
wow. Interesting. So you're representing Compass in Savannah, Georgia.
I know it. It's going really well because everybody's moved in from other areas and they know Compass. So it's been pretty awesome.
So they do know Compass over there? Is that what you're saying? They do know Compass?
Sure, because all my clients and the people who are moving here are moving from Compass's biggest markets, New York, LA, San Francisco, Miami. A lot of times don't say, I want to move to Savannah. They're looking for a space. This is what I found out. It's so unusual here because I discovered people are looking for a Southeast home and they might start up as high as Myrtle Beach and go all the way to Florida. And so they make stops along the way and it might not be all one trip, but they'll hit
Sure.
Charleston and maybe outside of Myrtle Beach. And then they'll go down to A1A, which would be that San Vernon, why can't I get it out? Anyway, south of here. And then they'll hit lower parts of Florida, down to St. Augustine, and they'll keep going down the coast.
So you have a
And
lot of networking opportunities. Tell me a little bit about the clients in Savannah. Yeah.
so I'll back up. The people who are moving to Savannah are more well-heeled than people would expect.
Mm.
We have a lot of former huge like business owners here, CEOs, COOs. So that's the type of person we've had, hedge fund people retire and come here. So a lot of under the radar wealth here, plus the prolific wealth that the wealthy Savannians have. It's not really showy. And so that's the cool thing. It's not gaudy. I also deal with people who are first time home buyers. It doesn't matter to me as long as they're good people. I will work with them all. And the people, what they look for, of course, in a realtor, if they're savvy, is somebody with excellence and empathy, but not everybody wants or needs that. I present a higher level of service than many of my counterparts. I
Mm.
feel everybody needs or deserves, in my corner anyway, uh, the kindness, the caring, the hand holding when they need it. helping them to get out of their own way, to make a purchase that might be, I don't know, more than where they were willing to go, or the biggest purchase ever. I make sure to protect them in the negotiations and after. And so those are the people that come to me. Some of them know Compass and they look at Compass as being a very high end, I would say, well, and also has the really good agents. So they look at Compass with high esteem.
Yeah.
I think Compass is new and fresh and forward thinking, and people love that. And I love it. I love the back engine we get to work with. So our clients are well served and everything is seamless right. And then the way we all connect because we're all one company nationwide. And now adding Christie's is just going to be one other great big step forward. Before the concierge program, I was already doing kind of concierge, only I would put together the team to fix the things that needed fixed. And then, of course, the homeowner would have to be able to bear the cost of that. I didn't have the Compass Concierge where they could get the funding for it and then pay up on the back end. And I don't think I have had one listing recently that has gone on to the market in under 30 days. The Compass Concierge will come in handy when I get to use it. I haven't had that chance.
Sure.
But the private exclusive has. So I get something, put up a picture or two, get
Mhm.
it posted, shop it to all the agents in the region. And that gets us set up, especially sometimes we'll do photos early. One instance, we photographed in July and I just launched the property. I want to say it was right before Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
I had all the beauty of the summer and we were just doing a soft launch and just in case.
Or
And
you did a soft launch in the summer. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I just put it out there on the private exclusive. I showed it a
So
couple of times.
okay.
And then when they were ready, because they're not really ready to leave their home until January, February. Their target is this early spring, late winter, early spring. So we did it that way, and we're just going to see what happens now that we've got it launched. I have another one we did private exclusive while I was waiting for photography because there's always somebody knocking on my door wanting something that may not exist and gives me plenty of time to make sure my photographs and all of my media are on point. That's one of the things that I'm known for here is to have just absolutely top-notch photography. I do video for social media, video for YouTube. We do a Matterport, which is the walkthrough video, and just all the things, and put it all together in a nice, neat bow. It gives them that forward movement, like it makes the whole idea real. So now
Right.
they're to drop in and start exploring Europe because that's where they're moving to. So it's given them
Oh,
time to
wow.
talk to people about papers and how do they make this transition from America to Europe. They want to go full time. And these people, by the way, he's a comedian and he's pretty well known, but they want to do something totally different. That's that gives them that. And I just one after another. I don't take a listing without putting it on private exclusive first. And I explained to them. The other thing is we double check the market. So the market was sluggish in July and August. And now things are picking up and we reviewed. I said, I think we're priced appropriately. I thought we were aggressively priced, but I don't think so. I don't think it was aspirational. I think we're in the pocket and let's see what happens.
Do you have any staging success stories?
I had a property that was just about to close, and the bank said the appraiser noticed some issues at the house. And in all these years, I've never had this happen. And this was not an FHA loan, not a VA loan.
Never heard of that.
It's
Never heard of that. Right.
So they said, we can't close because of this. You've got to fix it. And I'm like, we're like, I think we were 10 days or less away from closing.
Wow.
So My client was a seller and she couldn't afford to do the work. Like she was selling the house to avoid foreclosure. And I got on the phone and I called this contractor who's now a really good friend of mine. I said, "Can you give me an estimate of this so we could see where we're at?" And he comes out, he does the estimate. And the buyer said, "I want the property. I'm willing to pay for it before closing if she'll allow the work to get done." And so the day before that the appraisal was supposed to come by again, he came in early by a day. He gave the blessing on it. The loan was put into place and the property was finished like 3 days ahead of schedule. And we closed on time without a hitch. Everybody was happy.
Wow,
It
that's an amazing
done.
story.
But had the buyer not ponied up the money, we would have been in a world of trouble. And so for me,
Wow.
that is a lesson where that concierge could really be that stopgap for somebody in that kind of a position. And over the years, I've worked with a lot of people. Luckily, they've had money to do some repairs, but some of them we had to just pick and choose, price the house for the things. And with the concierge, it would give people the ability to make repairs, fix the things that they need to fix so that they could get full market value without having to sell it as at a discount. Because you and I both know that if things are all nipped and tucked, you get what you should for the house. But if things are not quite there, you're getting
Yeah.
a little less than you should in a hot market.
But you're right. What's great about concierge is that even if you decide not to use it in the listing, if something were to arise, like a home inspection surprise, which does happen, right? You can still apply.
I could see the concierge go a long way with, and even doing landscaping. I can't even tell you how many times landscaping has saved the day, where I'll go run out and do the shop and get my guys to put it all in, and we judge up the landscaping. Sometimes that is the biggest difference. In fact, anytime I do landscaping, it makes a huge difference.
I'm
And
glad you mentioned that. Yeah, no, I'm glad, forgive me, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm glad you mentioned that because we're always so focused on the interior of the house, but certainly the exterior can make a huge difference, right? Because it's the first thing that you see. And it's funny, we actually have to or should take the moment to tell our clients that it does include exterior. Because funny enough, that same example I was sharing with you, my client, when I explained concierge, to him, I said, "Yeah, you can do anything you want with concierge." And he's, "Anything?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can I do the exterior?" I'm like, "Yes, anything," meaning exterior, interiors. It does help to make that clear.
it's really amazing. So I've been doing, but I've been helping people zhuzh up their house for a gazillion years. I can't believe yesterday I started real estate. Now it's almost 30 years. It's just absolutely incredible to me. But one of the things that is very mind numbing to me is you'll have somebody go in, do all of this interior work to flip the house and not touch the freaking landscaping. And it's going to need a lot of work. And then on the occasion that maybe I've clicked on something and realized, oh, shoot, they did the entire inside. But the $300 that they could have put in new plants, they didn't do. Like, what on earth are they thinking? It's like taking a beautiful diamond ring and putting it in
Right.
just just
Well,
a bag, right? Just, "Okay, let's put it in a sandwich bag." Or maybe we'll put it in a brown paper bag because it's from Tiffany's, but who cares what it really looks like on the outside? The shiny thing's inside, and you're never gonna open the bag because guess what? I just
well, I'm gonna share with you later. We're coming up on our hour, and I
Mhm.
wanna thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna share with you a marketing asset that I created to make it really spell out in a simple, easy to understand way, spell out all the things that your clients can do with concierge. I've been working closely with a marketing company. So thank you so much.
Thank you, thanks for reaching out. This is just fabulous.